Alright, we just got to Hase, which is in the middle of nowhere, but that was the most crowded train since the Yamanote line during rush hour. But I think the museum is that way by a little bit. But this place is crazy. I don't know if there must be a field trip or if this is a day that everybody comes to Hase, but let's see at the museum. Another weird thing about this, probably the most Americans or white people that I've seen in a very long time. I don't know what, I'm literally only here for Kannon per usual, but this must be like a hot spot for tourists or something, because there's so many people walking through this small town called what I'm assuming is Hase. Is the station I got off on. But I'll hit you guys up when I'm in the museum. Alright, I'm dumb. Hey, Kannon coffee. I'm in Kamakura, which is a tourist hub. That's why I'm seeing so many Americans and so many tourists here. Let's make our way to the museum. Alright, I got on the road to the Kannon Museum and it's empty. Every tourist is on the other road and they're all walking that way. I don't know why. I'm just here for the museum and then I'm getting my way to Enoshima, hopefully before sunset. And then might end the video there. I might go to get the greatest bacon no chizu burger I've ever had back in Akasaka, but I'll keep you posted. All right, I figured it out. So this is a very famous Kamakura Hasedera temple, and you have to get a ticket to the temple to then get a ticket for the museum. And I'm in this giant people-flooded tourist area, all to find the museum, which I'm determined to do at this point. This is what I walked into. And we're trying to go there. I think we're at the Kannon do Hall, but there's just, I mean, ooh. You know me, I try to avoid all this touristy stuff, and then boom, we stumble right into a touristy haven. But look at this view. I love how I'm like, oh, tourists, and I'm another white guy walking around here, so we're gonna try to find this museum and then we're gonna try to get out of here. Okay, I think we found the entrance, and apparently if you're in a wheelchair, you can also come up here as well. That seems scary though. Okay, that staircase was not it. It was an ocean view that I came right back down, but I think I found it. All right, that was very informative and very interesting. And I went and I was like, do you guys have a statue of the Hase Kannon? And he says yes, and he pulls out this big box, and I was like, oh. He opens it and it's a small statue, but there's so many little pieces to it. And I said, how much? And he said 28,000 yen. And I already feel bad for paying 7,500 for another Kannon statue, so maybe one day when I'm rich I'll come back and get that. But for now, we're gonna head to Enoshima. I've been carrying this yuzu tea for 2 hours because there's no trash cans in Japan. But kind of a bust, but I mean, what can you do? Sometimes you're gonna end up in a touristy haven, but we're gonna head to Enoshima, which is also a tourist haven, and then maybe get a burger. But I was feeling pretty bad when I first walked in here, but after seeing the whole museum and like watching the 5-minute video they have, it was pretty informative as far as, I mean, I'm coming to Japan to look for all these statues, and I just happened to get to the one where all of the tourists go to, which, I mean, I came to these things because no tourists come there, but alas, here we are. I still got a statue, guys. There's this little guy. This little guy. expensive. I got it. At least I got a statue. I did not get the $183 4 or 5 inch statue with a bunch of little pieces, but maybe one day I'll come back and get that. But at least I got something for today, and it was this guy, which is named, hold on, is it Nagomi? I don't know. This little adorable guy. Now we're on our way to Inoshima. Oh my god. I see a trash can. Finally. I can let go of this. Alright guys. It's been fun. Holy shit! Holy shit!